Hey everybody, it's me, Melanie Silva, recovered people pleaser turned boundary baddie. So I used to say yes to everything until my body literally shut down. And even after that, even after recovering from a health crisis, I still kept saying yes to everyone until it shut down again. That's when I finally realized I had to change my ways or I wasn't gonna make it. So if you're someone who's constantly overextending, always trying to be the nice one, and you feel like your body is screaming at you, this video is for you. I'm sharing my personal experience with how people-pleasing nearly wrecked my health and my identity, and how you can start to wake up from it before it wrecks yours. And yes, the very first step in learning to say no is to say no. Click the link below for my free guidebook with actual scripts on how to say no without guilt or drama. Quick disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, psychiatrist, or therapist. If you're dealing with serious medical issues or mental health issues, please seek professional support. All right, so let's jump in. So I've been a people pleaser since I came out the womb. Literally, I feel like the baby me popped out apologizing, like, sorry everyone, I know this delivery was messy. If someone could just snip the cord here, I'll start cleaning up. I'm really taking up too much space in the room, sorry. That was the vibe. Always the nice girl, always saying yes, even when it drained me, hurt me, or put me in bad situations. I thought that was just how life worked. In my teens, I started getting intense menstrual cycles. I felt sick to my stomach all of the time, but I didn't connect it to how I was showing up socially in the world or how much I was shrinking myself. For example, I was dating this guy in high school who would say things to me like, "Shut up, you dumb beezy." Yeah, and I would feel it, like tightness in my gut, that constant low-grade fear. My body was telling me something, but I just brushed it off. A friend even said to me, "Mel, in pictures, you look like you're scared all the time." And I was like, yeah, I think I am scared all the time. Isn't everyone? And over time, it got worse. I got acid reflux, random regurgitation of food, hormonal imbalances. My thyroid went hyper, then it crashed. I got colds constantly. My fatigue was so bad, I needed a nap after like every 4 hours. And still, I was showing up to everything like, "Hey everybody, I'm totally fine, hee hee ha ha." Things weren't fine. Then came the breaking point. My gut was in such bad shape, I started taking a ton of supplements and medications to manage the symptoms. Mixing all of that, not a good move. I lost so many fluids from multiple orifices, I know it's gross, that I went into a grand mal seizure and then into a coma. I was in a coma for 5 days. I know some of you right now are like, "Oh, that's crazy. I can barely get 5 hours of sleep." Some of us just do it better. But yeah, when I woke up, I couldn't walk, I couldn't talk. It took months of rehab just to function again. During recovery, I had a lot of time to reflect with me, myself, and God. And I had a huge realization. I let people treat me poorly. I let men talk trash to me. I let friends disrespect me. And I stayed quiet, smiling, being nice, because I was worried about causing a problem. That's insane. Meanwhile, I had friends who'd complain at their moms for not getting them a good enough spa package for their birthday. Like, looking back, it's ridiculous. The thing that really woke me up was that when I realized that when I let people disrespect me, I was subconsciously telling people that it was okay to treat everyone that way because I didn't speak up. It's kind of like, would I be okay with my boyfriend calling one of my friends a dumb beezy? No. So why was it okay for him to say that to me? Eventually, I got back on my feet, both physically and metaphorically. I recovered, I stepped back into life, but then I crashed again. New health issue, back injury, fibroids, chronic fatigue. I realized I was still going against my gut, literally and emotionally. Still saying yes to people who didn't want the best for me, still tolerating disrespect, romantically, socially, professionally, and my body was done. I'd been abandoning myself for so long that my system finally started to shut down. Now that's when I remembered the gut-brain connection. I'd heard about it before, but this time it hit hard. According to Harvard Health, emotional stress doesn't just stay in your head, it impacts your gut and causes pain, bloating, IBS, hormonal disruption, brain fog, the whole circus. I thought, well, no, duh, I have gut issues. I've been ignoring my gut for years, saying no to my gut and saying yes to people who hurt me, going against my intuition, letting bullies win. Insert existential crisis here. Oh, and let's talk about identity for a second, because it's not just your health that breaks down. You say yes so often, you don't even know who you are anymore. If you're around hipsters, suddenly you're acting like you love tiny homes and composting. Start dating a guy who skydives, next thing you know, you're jumping out of a plane even though you hate heights. And next thing you know, the fear has triggered your IBS and it's a messy way down. All because you're too scared to say no. All because you want to be liked more than you want to be honest. Also, you feel like you're bad if you say the truth, or you'll get punished in some way. And then what happens? Well, your fight or flight kicks in, your gut issues, hormonal issues flare up, you lose yourself over and over again. You become the nice one with no idea who you really are. You don't even know what kind of character you have. Because every time you enter a room, you water yourself down so much that there is no consistent action, nor opinion, nor behavior that comes out of you. You don't know what substance you're made of. And when a person doesn't know their substance, it really hurts their soul and how they view themselves. You know, sometimes life hits you hard to wake you up. For me, it was health crashes and toxic relationships and losing years of my life to sickness and silence. If you're going through a breakup or your body is screaming at you and you don't know why, pay attention. You might be a part of the problem, not out of malice, but out of habit. This isn't to shame you. You know, we have no room for shame here. No, this is all about awareness. So you got to start saying no. It will feel terrifying. Do it anyways. I started practicing saying no even when I didn't fully know why I was saying no. People pushed back. They'd be like, really? You're saying no? I know you're not doing anything tonight. Just come out. And even though my voice shook and I was scared, I still said no, even if they bullied me for it. Sometimes when a person is used to bossing you around, when you first stick up for yourself, they will bully you more. They'll be like, oh, look who's talking back. Look who has her big girl pants on today. And you're so new at standing up for yourself, you're just like, yay, shut up. Stop it. I mean it. And they're like, ha ha, look at you trying to be mean. You can't even do it right. But I had to double down through that. Then I'd go home, cry it out, do the inner work, talk to my higher self, and remind myself I don't owe anyone access to me. Fast forward to now, a year and a half later, I'm a different person. So yeah, people pleasing isn't just being too nice. It is a form of self-abandonment, and it can destroy your body and your identity if you let it. You can heal, you can say no, and you can learn to love yourself for real, not for how useful you are to other people. If you want help getting started, grab my free guidebook below, Say No with Grace, real scripts that helped me start setting boundaries with confidence. And if there's anything in this video you want me to go deeper on, drop a comment. You're not crazy, you're not broken, but you do need to stop abandoning yourself. Love you.